What's up everyone, Dr. Jordan here again. Today I'm going to take you through a back workout. I'm going to show you some tips on how you can help with your shoulder pain during your back workout. I'm also going to show you how you can help with lower back pain if you get discomfort when doing bent over rolls, and just get a good pump in. So yeah, back's on the menu, let's eat today. Let's get active. My favorite way to start all of my back workouts is with pull-ups. It's a great way to get a pump going, get your joints warmed up for the movements ahead. I like to just do pull-ups until failure. So I'll do 3 sets and I just go until failure. I try not to count in my head because when you count, it kind of like you stop at that number that you have picked out already. So I just try to go and distract myself until I can't pull myself up anymore. So I recently had a patient come in to me complaining of neck pain when doing pull-ups. And as we kind of talked through how he was doing pull-ups and where he was feeling the discomfort, we realized that it was at the top of the range of motion when he was trying to get his chin up over the bar. So an important tip when doing pull-ups, try and keep your cervical spine in a neutral position. Keep looking straight ahead. When you get to those later reps and you start to get tired, push through it. If you can't, just stop. That's why I like to do it till failure, because I'm not pushing to a certain number. I'm just going until my body can't get up there anymore with proper form. So if you are having shoulder pain when you raise your arm up like this, or when you lift up in this motion here, here's a quick tip to try to help you determine where that shoulder pain is coming from. The first 15 degrees of this motion here are done by our supraspinatus muscle. So when you initiate this motion here, if you're having shoulder discomfort, it's most likely going to be located on the posterior aspect of your shoulder right through here, and that could indicate a problem with your supraspinatus muscle. The next 15 to 90 degrees, so through this area here, is primarily going to be controlled by our deltoid. So if you're having pain throughout that range of motion, we're looking more at your deltoid or the glenohumeral joint itself. Anything past 90 degrees, that's where our scapula starts to come into play. It's also an area where a lot of us tend to have some shoulder discomfort. That can be an indication that you don't have the proper scapular mobility or stability. So I'm gonna show you an exercise right now that you can do on the pull-up bar to help with both your scapular mobility and stability. So the exercise that we're gonna do are gonna be scapular pull-ups. Similar to a pull-up, except you're not pulling your body all the way up. So there's not gonna be any elbow flexion. We're not working our upper back muscles with this. We're just trying to get some motion in our scapulas. So what you're gonna do, you'll reach up on a pull-up bar just like this, hands at the same distance that you would for a normal pull-up. And from here, rather than having that elbow flexion and pulling yourself up, all you're gonna do is from this position here, move your scapulas just like that. What we're looking for is that rotation in our scapulas as we pull our body up and down without having any elbow flexion. We're trying to get that proper scapular range of motion and activate those muscles that help to stabilize your scapula. If you're having pain with that last 90 to 80 degrees of shoulder range of motion in this area here, do this exercise and it will help you out. If you get lower back pain when you do bent over barbell rows, I want you to try to make this change. And instead of doing bent over barbell rows, you're gonna do pen lay rows. So here's the difference between the 2 exercises. For bent over barbell rows, you're going to be in this position here, slightly bent forward, and as you're lifting the weight up, you're gonna have constant tension on your lumbar spine. Why I like to do pen lay rows if you're having lower back discomfort when you do bent over barbell rows, because instead of being in that half bent position, you'll be here as if you were doing an RDL, and from here, it takes the tension off of your lumbar spine and keeps it on your mid back. Now, obviously, if just being in that bent over position causes you discomfort if you can't flex forward in that way, then neither of these exercises are probably gonna work out for you, and that's something we need to address separately. But if you have a tendency to go too heavy when you're doing bent over barbell rows and it puts too much tension on your lumbar spine, this can be a great alternative to keep you from going too heavy during that exercise, because when you're in this position here, you can't put too much weight on the bar or else you won't be able to get it up from that dead stop position. Next exercise of the day is going to be lat pull downs. One of the #1 questions I get in my office is, why did this happen to my back? Why is my upper back always hurting? The way that I like to explain that to people is that it has a lot to do with your body's ability to handle the stress that you're putting on it each day. So even if you're just sitting at a desk for an extended period of time throughout the day, maybe you're doing a physical job, you're putting some stress on your spine. And if your body doesn't have the capacity to adapt and handle that stress, then at some point it's gonna fail. You're gonna start getting some increased tightness in the area. You're gonna start to develop some pain in that region as well. One of the best ways to develop your body's capacity to handle that stress is to exercise and strengthen those muscles to stabilize those joints that are handling that stress. Lat pull downs are a great way for you to strengthen your upper back as well as your lats to help increase that spinal stability and decrease that pain and discomfort that you're dealing with on a daily basis. If you deal with shoulder pain when you're doing lat pull downs, scapular mobility could be an issue that you need to work on. The mobility or stability of your scapula could be the problem that's causing that shoulder discomfort that you're getting. We're in that 90 to 180 degree range of motion, so that means that we need your scapula moving while we're doing this exercise. So if it's not functioning properly, that could be the cause of your shoulder discomfort. So I want you to do those scapular pull-ups to help with that discomfort. Last back movement of the day is gonna be these narrow grip cable rows. These are gonna help to target your lower lats. A lot of people will complain of discomfort in their TL junction, that spot where your thoracic spine meets your lumbar spine. We all kind of spend most of our day doing this, trying to get that area to twist and pop. Doing exercises to stabilize and strengthen your lower lats are a great way to help to stabilize and support that section. A lot of times when we're sitting throughout the day rounded forward, that area tends to be like the apex of our curvature. And so it takes on a ton of that stress when we're in this hunched forward position. Doing movements to help stabilize the muscles around it will help to take some of that strain off that area. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you found some value from this. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Like, comment, subscribe, all those good things, and I'll see you next time.